Have you ever sent a message and waited, heart pounding, only to see nothing? Silence. It stings more than you expect. But what if I told you she could text you back in just 30 seconds without you even speaking a word? It's not magic. It's not luck. It's a hidden psychological trigger that most people completely miss, a tiny spark that lights up curiosity, desire, and connection all at once. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand the secret that makes her phone buzzy, and it's something you can use right away, today, tonight. Drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the secrets they don't want you to know. You see, there's a fundamental truth about human behavior that most people overlook. We are hardwired to notice what is missing, what is incomplete, what teases our curiosity. When someone leaves a gap in our understanding, our minds immediately rush to fill it. This is why mystery works, why subtlety can be more powerful than overt attention. When you send a message that isn't fully predictable, something she can't immediately categorize, you create a space in her mind that demands to be filled. And the remarkable thing is, this doesn't feel manipulative when done correctly. It feels intriguing, magnetic, almost irresistible. It starts with what you choose to reveal and what you choose to withhold. A perfectly timed, slightly cryptic text isn't about playing games. It's about creating a moment where curiosity takes over. Think about it philosophically, human attention is a scarce resource. If you fill every interaction with predictability, you are giving nothing for her mind to latch onto. But if you introduce just a hint, a spark of uncertainty, you invite her into your world, gently, without forcing her hand. Even your social presence, outside of direct conversation, plays a role. What you post, how you move, what glimpses of your life you allow her to see, these are all small threads of intrigue. They don't scream for attention, they quietly whisper, "There's more here, and I'm worth noticing." Curiosity, in its purest form, is not about deception, it's about presence. It's about cultivating an aura of depth and interest that naturally draws her attention, compelling her to engage, to reach out, without any overt effort on your part. The psychological mechanism at work is simple yet profound. When someone perceives mystery, their dopamine system activates. They anticipate reward. That anticipation drives action. She doesn't just want to text you, she needs to resolve the puzzle you've presented. This is why a carefully constructed, subtle message can provoke a response faster than any long, explanatory text ever could. It's not the length or volume that matters, it's the spark you ignite in her mind. Ultimately, this is not a trick. It's an understanding of human nature. It's an invitation to respect her intelligence and emotions while presenting yourself as someone worth noticing, worth thinking about. The moment you embrace this approach, you shift the dynamic entirely. She moves toward you willingly, driven by curiosity, by genuine intrigue. And that is far more powerful than forcing interaction, than seeking validation. So remember, this mystery is not absence, it is presence with restraint. It is showing just enough to be seen, but leaving enough unsaid to be remembered. When you master this subtle art, you don't chase her attention. You earn it effortlessly, almost magnetically. And here's the takeaway. Intrigue is the bridge between attention and desire. Master the spark and the world, her world, naturally leans toward you. Human beings are not purely rational creatures. We like to think we make decisions based on logic, on facts, on what we can see and measure. But the reality is far deeper. Emotions are the true drivers of behavior. They shape our thoughts, our actions, and our connections, often long before we're consciously aware of it. When it comes to communication, particularly with someone you want to engage, the messages that resonate most are the ones that stir something inside them, something felt, not analyzed. This is where the power of emotional triggers comes into play. Think about the last time a simple phrase or a subtle gesture made your heart beat faster, made you smile, or even made you pause and reflect. That's emotion in action. When you craft a message that touches her feelings, whether it sparks excitement, humor, nostalgia, or intrigue, you bypass the endless mental filters and reach directly into her mind. You are no longer competing with hundreds of notifications or distractions. You are creating a moment that she experiences, not just reads. Emotional resonance isn't about being over the top or dramatic. It's about precision. It's about understanding her world, her experiences, her subtle cues, and weaving that understanding into a single, well-placed interaction. A reference to something she cherishes, a playful tease that makes her feel seen, or even a small acknowledgement of her personality can ignite a response faster than anything overt or forceful ever could. The key is authenticity. Emotion that is genuine is magnetic. Emotion that is forced is repelling. Philosophically, consider this: humans are wired to respond to narratives. We are meaning-making creatures. When a message evokes an emotional arc, however small, it taps into the same mechanisms that make stories compelling, that make us turn pages late into the night. You are not merely sending a text. You are creating a micro story in which she is engaged, invested, and curious. That investment is what drives the immediate response. There is also a subtle interplay between anticipation and reward. When you trigger emotion, you create a mini cycle in her brain: anticipation, focus, and release. The brain seeks resolution. It craves the answer. By engaging her emotionally, you subtly invite her to act, to resolve that anticipation with a reply. This is why messages that evoke feeling, even in tiny doses, outperform messages that only convey information. Ultimately, understanding and leveraging emotion is not manipulation. It is an exercise in connection. It is recognizing that people respond to feeling first, thought second, and behavior third. When you master this, your interactions gain depth and immediacy. You no longer ask for attention. You inspire it. You don't push for a response. You cultivate a space where a response is almost inevitable. Emotion is the currency of connection. Steer it, respect it, and watch how effortlessly engagement follows. Make her feel something real, and she will move toward you naturally, willingly, and with intention. Timing is often underestimated, yet it is one of the most potent forces in human connection. Even the most intriguing message, the most emotionally resonant note, can fall flat if it arrives at the wrong moment. Think about it: every person experiences a rhythm, a flow in their day that shapes how they receive the world. When you understand and respect that rhythm, you align yourself with it, and suddenly, your influence is amplified without any extra effort. It's not about controlling her. It's about harmonizing with the natural cadence of her life. Noticing when she is most receptive, most attentive, most present. Context amplifies timing. A message sent when she is distracted, overwhelmed, or emotionally unavailable is like dropping a pearl into a rushing river. It may be precious, but it will be lost in the current. Conversely, a perfectly timed nudge, a brief interaction when her mind is open and her energy is aligned, is like planting a seed in fertile soil. It grows, it flourishes, and it compels action. Understanding context requires observation, empathy, and subtle attention to her cues. A like on a post, a story viewed at the right time, a playful comment. These are not trivial acts. They are signals, weaving a web of attention that makes your message almost impossible to ignore. There is also a profound psychological principle at work here: scarcity of attention. Modern life bombards us with stimuli, yet our focus is finite. When you send a message that coincides with her moments of availability, you are competing with far fewer distractions, and your presence carries disproportionate weight. This is why timing is not random. It is strategic. It is the invisible architecture of engagement, shaping the response without her even realizing it. Philosophically, timing and context together reflect a deeper understanding of human interaction. That connection is not force, but resonance. You do not pull her toward you with insistence. You create the conditions where she naturally moves closer. By observing her patterns, respecting her moments, and aligning your actions with them, you create an almost magnetic effect. She texts because the moment is ripe, not because she is coerced, not because she feels obligated, but because the energy you have cultivated makes the response the natural next step. Ultimately, mastery of timing is mastery of presence. It is the silent art of knowing when to act, when to wait, and when to let curiosity and emotion do the work for you. This is the culmination of intrigue and emotional resonance. Curiosity sparks attention. Emotion ignites action, and timing ensures that action lands with precision. So remember this, the right action at the right moment is more powerful than 1,000 messages sent blindly. Align yourself with her world, respect her rhythm, and watch how effortlessly connection transforms into response. Timing is not just when you reach out, it is when she is ready to reach back.